Shalom. First, giving all acknowledgement to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And of course, I want to give double honors, much respects to the men in whom I learned this truth from. Beginning with the apostles, the elders, all the men of Great Millstone. This video is brought to you by this video, which I came across today on YouTube. This lady by the name of Gina Maria Colvin Hill. She posts a lot of content dealing with what the world ignorant really calls UFOs. She posts a lot of good stuff dealing with which by the way, the UFOs, they're they're chariots, the chariots of the Lord, chariots of Israel. All right. But she posts a lot of content on her page, YouTube, Facebook as well. In this particular video, she actually she's pretty much going into this photo that was captured by another individual who posts content dealing with the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, the chariots of our salvation. Those are going to be our ticket out of here. When all destruction comes upon this place and those nuclear missiles are shot, pretty much destroying America. These chariots, it's going to be our ticket out of here. All right. But like I said, you got a lot of people out here like this chick. I don't know if she's a Jake woman or one of the heathen nations. I don't know, but she posts a lot of content dealing with the chariots. And again, dealing with this particular video, which she's actually talking about another individual snapped a photo of this chariot, and she's pretty much just going in, describing it. She's going in, with her emotions, just talking out of ignorance, because of course the world, they don't know, they don't really know and understand when it comes to the chariots of the Lord. They don't really they don't get it. They don't understand. And that's why a lot of times with all these chariot sightings, a lot of people they post these videos and they record the chariots and they're freaking out or whatever the case may be. But again, that's because they don't understand. All right. And a lot of times these people they're just filled with all type of emotions, because like I said, in this video, she's pretty much going into how she's nervous, how she's excited, but at the end, at the end all be all, like I said, these when it comes to the men of the Lord, understanding, having an understanding of what these are, for the most part, we don't fear these things, because again, they're for us. Those are our good way of putting it to people. Those are our brothers flying around out there. Real quick before I get into this video, get this in Revelations, because being that there's been more and more chariot sightings just in this year alone. Even though this has been going on throughout time. You always had the angels and the chariots interacting with men, so to say. So this is really nothing new, but just to get this real quick. In Revelation 19 verse 10, when the angel appeared unto John the Baptist. All right. When you read Revelation 19 and 10, I'll start at verse 9. It says, "And he saith unto me," let me just start at verse 9. Verse 10, it's like, let me just start at verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy. So again, long story short, the angel that appeared unto John, John bowed down, to reverence and to worship this angel, and the angel told him, don't bow down to me. I'm thy fellow brother. We're brothers, we're family. Because like I said, I always tell people, those angels flying around out there. When you see these cases of these so-called UFOs, those they're not more than our brethren. Those are our brothers out there, and they put in their work just like we are, so that's why, like I said, we have this, we have the understanding on these things, that's why a lot of times we those that are, lucky enough to see the chariots, because, me personally, I've never seen one, but, I see videos all the time, brothers, they are, they have these encounters or whatnot, but, whether you've seen them or not, it's nothing to marvel about, because like I said, they're not more than our brothers out there, they're doing the will of Yahweh just like we are, so, but I wanted to, just show some of this video, because it reminds me a lot of Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. So, yeah, I'm gonna just play some of this video, and, of course, I'm gonna interject.
Because it's not fair to them, and your message won't be received. Louis Roldan, thank you. Yeah, your message will not be received. This almost looks like an extraterrestrial up here at the top, right here.
So you see that, to me personally, it looks like a, white woolly beard, but before I jump the gun, she brings out this point, which is the whole point of me doing this video. So let me just play this out.
It really does. I notice sometimes in a lot of my older pictures of the ships, there were brown-headed beings in there.
So you see that? She mentioned that, because again, this chick, she posts a lot of content. She talks a lot about seeing these. Well, again, we know that, they're angels, but of course, to the, those that don't know and understand, they refer to them as extraterrestrial beings and things like that. And she just mentioned that she often sees these things. She often sees these brown-headed men. So let me play that back.
I know sometimes in a lot of my older pictures of the ships, there were brown-headed beings in there.
So you see that? She mentioned that she sees these brown-headed men. That's what prompted me to do this video, because, when it comes to these chariots, or what the world calls aliens or UFOs, like I said, these are they're our brothers, and they look just like us. Get Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. I'll just start at verse 3, just for the sake of time. It says, the word of Yahweh came expressly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Buzai, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Shebar, and the land of Yahweh was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. And again, because these chariots, they have they're known by many names in the Bible, and one of the names, one of the ways they're identified as clouds in the Bible. All right, it says, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. So you see that in a good representation. They show that in the movie Independence Day in the 90s with Will Smith, when you seen the fathership coming out of the clouds. It looked like a fire, enfolding itself. This is where they get that, that scene from, as well as other scenes throughout other movies. They all get this stuff from the scriptures. All right. So Isaiah, this is pretty much what Isaiah is seeing. This chariot, pretty much revealing itself. And it says, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. All right. Because the when it comes to the angels, they can pretty much manifest themselves to look like anything, because they're nothing but energy, light, pure energy. So what was I at? Verse 6 is, and it says, and everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings. All right. Well, pretty much. I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to get into it in this video for the sake of time, but pretty much, these wings, real quick, because this is something that they use it today when they pretty much talking about like squadrons and things like that. Where's that at? Second Maccabees. Man, let me see if I can look it up. Yeah, Second Maccabees 15 and 20. It says, and now when as all looked what should be the trial, and the enemies were already come near, and the army was set in array, and the beasts conveniently placed, and the horsemen set in wings. So I just brought that up to show, because one thing about these chariots, because the scriptures talk about basically there being a multitude of chariots. All right. So when it's talking about these wings, pretty much you had these angels, and pretty much I would say acting like a guard unto them. They was wings. All right. So let's say, like you have a center, then you have a wing on the north, you have the wing on the south, wing on the east, and a wing on the west. It's pretty much like acting like a guard onto that, that object in the middle. And even more so, those wings have wings. Just to show that, these things, they're in abundance, or there's a lot of them. All right. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into that for the sake of time, but so yeah, these angels, this angel, these spiritual beings, pretty much coming unto Ezekiel, to give this vision, right? And it says in verse 7, it says, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. So you see that pretty much showing that these angels, they're beings of color. All right. Because again, they're we were created in the image of the likeness of the Most High. And the scriptures tell you, the Most High, he's a man of color. He's a very dark skinned man. He has white woolly hair. Facial hair. White afro, woolly hair. The angels, they look the same. And again, we were all created in that likeness, that image. So again, the angels, they look just like us. And again, brought that out just to because this chick, this lady, she said that she often sees these things with, they have brown heads, brown faces, because again, these angels, they're our brothers, they're Israelites as well. All right. And that's pretty much it on that. But So yeah, um, and then when it comes to these angels, they're always here, and they're always about, because like I said, these angels, they're putting in the work, they're doing the will of the Most High just like we are, and certain brothers, they're out there on the highways and byways, teaching His word and presenting the bodies living sacrifices. All right, the angels, we're all pretty much working for the common goal, the common cause, you know. Um, so get this real quick. Zechariah 4:10. These angels, man, they're always here, and they're so-called black men. All right, get to Zechariah 4:10. It says, for who hath despised the day of small things, for they shall rejoice and shall see the plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel with those seven. They are the eyes of Yahweh which run to and fro through the whole earth. So you see that these angels are always here. They're always round about, right? You can go to Proverbs 15 of where is that at? 15 and 10, I think. Proverbs 15 and 10. No, where's it at? Oh, Proverbs 15:3, Salakia. Proverbs 15:3 says, the eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. And those eyes, again, it's talking about the angels, all right? Because they're always here, they're always watching, they're always recording, every action of man, whether it be good or evil. All right, these angels, they're constantly, giving reports, back unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. All right, they're always here, they're always around. So that's why I said, there's been more and more chariot sightings because, we're getting close to the time where, because like I said, these chariots, they're gonna be our ticket out of here. All right, and Yahweh Shai, he said that he would go and prepare a place for us. So you see all this this chariot activity and whatnot. These angels, they're out there, they're getting busy, they're putting in the work. They're pretty much getting things ready. All right, and even more so the kingdom. They're preparing the kingdom for us. Because it's about that time for the deliverance of the children of Israel, beginning with the elect. All right, so I mean these angels, they're all over the place. Um, and again, a lot of people, they don't understand these things, and that's why you see people that when they record the videos or whatnot, they're bugging out, they're freaking out, they don't know what to do. But that's why it tells you talks about how the day Yahweh Shai shows up, people's hearts are gonna fail them, because again these chariots, when they come, they're coming by the thousands. All right. um just to give a few precepts on that in Deuteronomy 33. I'll start at verse 1, and it says, and this is the blessing wherewith Moses, the man of the Most High, blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, Yahweh came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000s of saints. From his right hand went a fiery law for them. So you see that. And this is, more so a future prophecy, because again, Yahweh Shai shows up. He's shown up with thousands upon 10,000s, hundreds of thousands of angels. They're going to be getting busy and putting in work. They're going to be killing people and zapping people up, and also, delivering the elect, saving the elect. All right. Tells you that in second Esdras, the same thing. The Lord showing up with thousands upon thousands of angels. Second Esdras 13th chapter. Where's that at? I'll start at verse 1, I think. I'll start at verse 1. Second Esdras 13:1. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waters, all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Yeah, because people think that the second coming of Yahweh Shai is going to be a day of peace and love and hugs and kisses Well, that in reality, it's going to be a day of death, man. It's going to be a day of terribleness. That's why, like I said, people's hearts, they're going to be failing them, because here it is, this big so-called black man, showing up, just staring people down, like what's up, because it's gonna be time to get busy in that day, and as well as the angels, the angels, they're gonna be putting in that work too, you know. You can go to Isaiah, I think that's 66, Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, "For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire." So you see that, because when the Lord shows up, it's not going to be, it's going to be a complete opposite of what people envision it. What people have been told. All right. Like I said, a good depiction of that, will be that movie with what's this guy's name? Not Brad Pitt, but Tom Cruise with War of the Worlds. You have those different alien ships, and zapping people, or obliterating them, turning them into dust. That's what's going to be taking place during the second coming of Yahweh Shai. It's going to be a day of complete death and destruction, right? Simultaneously, the deliverance of the children of Israel, beginning with the elect. All right. So yeah, see if she says anything else.
Let the truth be told. The truth will be told when it's all said and done. The truth will.
And like I said, just me personally, that image, sitting on the top of this chariot, it does look like a man with a woolly white beard. Personally, that's that's what it looks like to me. Because the scriptures go into that. Yahweh Shai showing up on a massive chariot. All right, and like I said, just I read the scripture in 2nd Ezra 13 chapter. He's just gonna be just staring people down, man. Because and people, just that alone, man. They won't be, a lot of people, they won't be able to handle it. Just like I said, a so-called black man just staring at, just standing on top of a chariot and just looking down people like, just defenseless, because in that day they're not gonna be able to do anything, He's just gonna be zapping people, man. Just burning people up, man. But I'm just gonna see if she says anything else that's edifying.
Laid bare, okay, and there will be no lie that will be able to stand against it, whatever that truth may be, because there's a lot of things that need brought out into light. There really are. Oh my gosh. Let's look inside there. Can we see inside there? Oh no, that's just the white, the reflection. I thought we were gonna go look inside this ship, but it's not easy to work pictures. I want to tell you right now. It could take probably. Yeah, you can see them. And again, it's Michael. Was she converted to the regular mode? That's really all that's necessary to show this picture, because it speaks for itself. It really does. You're very welcome, Candace. Kept secret. There very well could be. I'm not going to say there isn't. There's probably even different colors also, in different shapes.
All right, so that's pretty much all on that. But like I said, she just brought up the fact that she often catches these images in these videos or whatnot, and she often talks about seeing brown-faced beings, which again, those are so-called black men. All right, and they're angels, and then they're our brothers putting in work just like certain of us, beginning with the apostles and the elders, of course, of a great millstone, putting in that work, so that's all. I just wanted to touch on that real quick. It, just seeing this, it brought me it prompted me to do this video, and real quick, probably end it off on this. Because these chariots, they're a very real thing, Psalms 104 and 4, it says, "Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flaming fire." Okay. So yeah, because the scriptures go into how, pretty much, it pretty much goes into, these angels, and, they're them being, spirits and fire and things like that. Because, like I said earlier, when it comes to these angels, um, they're their energy, they're light, so I don't know. Going back to Ezekiel, the first chapter, that's why they were able to, because that vision Ezekiel saw, he saw, with the foreheads, the man and the lion, the ox, the eagle, because, amen, these, and this is just, power from, the Heavenly Father, these spirits, a lot of times they can, transform themselves pretty much into anything, they can reappear, disappear, they can, get big, they can get small, they can do anything, because they're not but but light, energy, fire. All right. So yeah, because like I said, these angels, these spirits, they're around all the time, and um we just don't see them because they don't manifest themselves. But like I said, we're coming into times where they're going to start manifesting themselves a lot. That's where you're going to have more and more chariot sightings. All right, because again, it's getting close to the time for for our deliverance. All right, and those chariots, they're gonna be our ticket. They're gonna be our way out of here. All right, so yeah, I don't want to prolong this. That's pretty much all I had on that. So I'll go ahead and end off there, giving once again all acknowledgement to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors, much respects to those men that I learned this truth from, beginning with the apostles, the elders, all the Akim of the real men of the Lord, the real prophets. All right, starts with the men of Great Millstone. All right, so until next time, I say Shalom.